Hey guys, I'm Sydney. Today I want to tell you a story about my life. It's all about my stupidity and jealousy. These two things totally messed up my life. So please like my video and let's start right from the very beginning. When I was a kid, I used to be super possessive about my stuff. I never wanted to share anything with anyone. I've got two sisters, we're 2 years apart, and I'm the middle kid. You know, most of my stuff and toys were actually hand-me-downs from my older sister. And then my little sister was always trying to snatch them away from me. Anyway, I think middle kids really get me. Honestly, I think that's why I became so possessive. I always felt like someone was about to take my things away. And in our house, personal space or personal belongings meant literally nothing. Everything is common. Like everyone can use everything. So my sisters would touch my stuff without permission. They even read my personal diary. I seriously don't get it. Like if something's mine, it should be just mine. Period. I never mess with anyone else's personal stuff. But my sisters, that ass feel like aliens dropped them off here. Once when we were little, my grandma gave me this really beautiful expensive watercolor set for my birthday. But my little sister took it out of my cupboard behind my back and painted on my cupboard with it. I complained to Mom, but it didn't matter. To her, this was all normal. And guess what? She called me selfish and stingy. Yeah, maybe I was a little selfish, but I had a reason. I knew that if the watercolor got finished, Mom would never buy me a new one. If it were you, what would you do? If someone used your thing without permission and ruined them, wouldn't you be upset? And on top of that, my older sister would wear my shoes and go out. So eventually I was like, fine, if they take my stuff, I'll take theirs too. So once, I grabbed my little sister's clothes and she totally lost it, screaming and freaking out. Then I grabbed one of my older sister's novels and she totally blew up at me too. It was so unfair. I was the invisible middle kid, the quiet one nobody noticed. And yeah, that messed me up later on. So when I turned 18, I got into a university in another city and moved into an apartment my parents rented for me. For the first time ever, my clothes and personal stuff were actually safe because it was just me, myself, and I. But eventually, being so protective of my stuff started causing me problems. Even when my best friend made a new friend, I got so jealous I literally felt like ending that girl. I was so terrified of losing my best friend, and it all goes back to my childhood. Anyway, the real story began when I fell in love with someone in college. His name was Namjoon. Just like I guarded my stuff as a kid, I kept an eye on him the same way. No other girl had the right to even get close to him. If someone did, I'd make sure she regretted it. In short, I was super possessive. But Namjoon was so sweet, always joking around, never irritated. I even told him I was impatient and jealous by nature, and he just said, I don't care, I only want you. My classmates were making hundreds of stories about me and warned him about my jealousy. Because, once I saw my best friend with some new girl and got so jealous, I literally cut that girl's hair. That's it, just that. And another time, a girl was laughing with him. I got so mad, I shut the bathroom door on her face and just walked away. And even after all that, Namjoon kept telling me he loved me. He was always sweet and caring. At first, everything was perfect. Total dreamy vibes. I didn't even need to be possessive. He didn't even look at other girls. He'd bring little surprises, yummy snacks, made me feel special. So day by day, I fell harder. Still, I kept acting jealous. I'd tell him to explain everything in detail. And I checked his phone, every single message on WhatsApp, Instagram, everything. But he never hid anything. He gave me all his accounts from the start. I even knew all his friends. Still, I didn't even like his friends getting too close to him. But yeah, after 1 year, things started to change. Namjoon didn't spend much time with me anymore. He was basically avoiding me. Whenever I asked, he'd say, nothing's changed. But I knew he was lying. His phone was always busy, always said he had work. And I got so jealous, I wish the girl he was with would just get run over by a truck. I know, super toxic thought, but jealousy was eating me alive. So I even put an app on his phone to track where he was and followed him around. But Namjoon hadn't done anything wrong. He wasn't meeting anyone except me. He was only with me. But I went crazy, and since I couldn't find anything bad about Namjoon, I broke up with him. Pure stupidity. He tried so hard to explain, but I left him. After the breakup, I just sat alone, crying. I knew my jealousy caused all of it. A few weeks later, it was my birthday. And guess what? Namjoon came. There was this sparkle in his hand. Namjoon had actually bought me a ring. He told me he'd been working a part-time job just to buy this beautiful ring for me, to surprise me. But after giving it to me, he just left my party. Now guys, I don't know what to do. Should I call him? Or is it too late? Because I really do love him. But what do I do about my jealousy? Please guide me and leave your thoughts in the comments. Love you all. Mwah.